Alright, what's up guys? So, yesterday I kinda lied. I said I would play Ragnar right now, and I'm gonna play him later today, but I kinda want to start the Valhalla push, like, during a time when people are actually on, because right now it's 11:20, and like, if I played ranked right now, I would only go against bots and literal pros, so like, today, we're just gonna chill and experimental, and play someone who I think is a pretty cool character that doesn't get much attention. Some Linfei, bro. Great Creo, bro. Always fun to play against Chakram. But yeah, man, Linfei is a pretty cool character, and she's gotten some representation from that one dude. What's his name? It's like Guichibo or some shit. Like, he's really good at Linfei, and he's like the only person playing Linfei. And Sandstorm's played Linfei in the past when she was absolutely broken because of 9 decks, but that's very rare, you know? 9 decks in this game is very rarely broken as shit. It's only been broken like that one time. But yeah, today I really want to focus on one specific sig though, because like, I think if you've played this game long enough, you're probably aware of like this sig being really good. Hold up, if this guy would not be annoying. Like, this sig is like super duper spammable, and it's got like no recovery time. Like, you see what I mean? You could just mash Nair as soon as you whiff, so it's like really good. Look at Chakram's gameplay cycle, bro. It's really fun. But no, we're actually talking about this sig, not that sig. I misclicked. This sig, bro. Believe it or not, this is actually tied for the fastest sig in the game, which is so random because look at it. Like, how is this the fastest sig in the game? It's so goddamn slow. But the first hitbox, I'll actually put it on screen. The first hitbox comes out in 11 frames. And for reference, recovery and dare on Katars, those first hitboxes come out in 9 frames. So it's a pretty fast move, and it's actually tied for fastest sig in the game with the best sig in the game, Cassidy Lasso. This sig is not remotely close to being the best sig in the game, but it does have niche uses. Like, I tried to demonstrate, but sword's too fast and I get my ass kicked, but it does have niche uses where you can punish people who whiff really fast. Like, if you're nearby someone and they whiff right in front of you, you could just Katar and Sig on them, and they're dead because it comes out so fast that they don't even have time to dodge. So that's its like one use. Other than that, it's a pretty dog shit Sig, I'm not gonna lie. Because even though it comes out fast, if you whiff it, like, you're so cooked. But yeah, man, that's Linfei, and her other Sigs aren't that special, you know. I kind of just wanted like a little Katar warm-up because tonight's the night, man. The Valhalla grind starts, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty damn excited for it. Hold up, we sauce it on him like Post Malone. Bruh. Never mind. That's sick. And like the fire and stuff, it looks like it's gonna hit them, and then it just doesn't because the hitbox is dog shit. But yeah, man, just because it's the fastest doesn't mean it's the best. It also kind of puts into perspective just how crazy Hammer and Sig is on Cassidy, because a lot of the moves on Hammer do not come out in 11 frames. So you're looking at a lasso, right? That does more damage, still has an enormous hitbox, and it's a signature, which is so uncommon, and it comes out faster than most of the killing moves on Hammer. Like, it's definitely not faster than Stomper and Light, but like, it's probably like similar speed to Sidelight. It's probably similar speed to some of the other faster moves. I don't know, but it's definitely faster than all the aerials, and it's just crazy, man. That sig is the best sig in the game. So sometimes the fastest is the best, just not on this shitty ass character. Linfei is not a shitty ass character, by the way. In fact, she's probably better than Cassidy just all around. But at first glance, she definitely looks like a shitty ass character. Like, her stats are pretty duke, I'm not gonna lie. But honestly, high dex Katars is like very good, because Katars is one of the most impacted by dex weapons in the game. That's not really a great way to put it, but like, you get the idea. Like, if you want high dex for any weapon, it's probably Katars, because there's a lot of interactions that shift with high dex. Especially 8 decks, and especially 9 decks actually. 9 decks used to be even more broken. 9 decks used to have recovery true on Katars. Like, that shit is straight up unheard of, to have just back-to-back moves be true. But enough with the Linfei talk though. How does that miss, by the way? Enough with the Linfei talk. it's not the only reason I'm in experimental right now. Like, I want to make the Valhalla and push only Ragnar, so that's like the main reason that I'm not playing ranked right now, because otherwise I would play. But also, like, guys, I got more stuff I want to talk about, because yesterday was a lot of fun. Yesterday I just talked about random psychology shit that always interests me, and I don't know, experimental's a little more casual, and I feel like I could just talk a little better when I'm not going against douchebag Terraria players. Like, douchebag Brins aren't that much better, but I don't know, we got a slight upgrade. And at least I can like go for shit and not stress. But let's just freaking jump right into it, bro. Is ADHD real? Like, I'm on the fence on that one, I'm not gonna lie, because it feels so it's so common for people my age to like just claim they have ADHD. Hold up. I'm just gonna finish this game. I don't want to play against you. You're kicking my ass. It's hard to concentrate when I'm not doing the ass kicking. But yeah, like, I feel like ADHD now has been like, it's been on the come up, you know, like diagnoses for it are literally rising, and like people will attribute that to be like, oh, like now we have a better understanding of it, and like now we understand that it's more of a problem. But the way I see it as just like, well, now it's being talked about way more, and it's like, it's never been a problem in the past. This problem just randomly showed up, and uh-oh, you're cooked, chat. You're more cooked than chat. Uh-oh, I'm more cooked than chat. But the way I see it, it's like, it's a problem that never existed in the past, and like, people might say like, oh, like people are still struggling with it, and they just didn't, science just didn't understand it yet. But like, I don't know, dude. That's not the way I see it, because it's just like, everyone's brain is different, bro. Like, people talk about like when they have ADHD or claim to have ADHD, they're like, oh, like my ADHD brain won't let me focus in class. But then they'll also be like, oh, my ADHD brain lets me lock in on this thing and like only this thing. It's like, there you go, bro. You just figured out what strengths and weaknesses are. Like, you don't have a disorder, you're just different. And like everyone's different. And the reason why I think that's so much like that, why it's just like different brains and stuff, is because ADHD symptoms are so wide and broad and vague. Like, literally anyone could be prescribed with ADHD, because if you look at the symptoms, it's just like, oh, I have trouble focusing sometimes. Oh, like I can't do this sometimes. And it's like, that's not disorder, bro. Like, a disorder needs to be more specific than that. Also, get sauced. Oh, what? That cider misses? Okay, he's still dead. But like, that's not a disorder, bro. Like, I feel like it needs to be more specific to be a disorder. And I'm not gonna deny other like mental disorders exist, obviously, but it's just like, it's always been so stupid to me. And maybe it is real. Like, I'm sure it is. I'm sure to an extent there is something where it's like, oh, you should have jumped, bro. Oh, what? That's unfortunate. But yeah, another Priya, bro, are we serious? But I'm sure to an extent it is real. I just think it's way blown out of proportion. And it's the same thing with OCD, right? Like, ironically, Andrew Tate of all people has a pretty funny quote about OCD where he's like, and don't get it twisted, bro. I'm not gonna, I don't agree with everything Andrew Tate has done, right? But like, he said one time, like, you've never seen a kid in Africa with OCD. And obviously, like, dumb people will attribute that to being like, well, I've never even been to Africa, so obviously I haven't seen that. But it's like, it's hard to even fathom a kid in Africa, like, retracing his step. What the hell? It's hard to even fathom a kid in Africa, like, retracing his steps or some stupid OCD shit. Because it's just like, and when I say kid in Africa, obviously I know not all African countries are struggling for water and shit. That's not what I'm trying to say, but you know what I mean? Like, the classic example of like because there are countries like that where people are struggling and like they have legit problems, and there's like, they got straight up lions and shit to worry about, bro. But like, you know what I mean? The kids who literally are struggling in like mud huts and shit, because they exist, and you can't even fathom one of those kids having OCD, right? Because it's just like, it makes zero sense. Like, they have more important things to deal with. So it's such a modern bullshit problem, you know? So that's as far as I'm gonna go with that, because I don't know, dude, like, people get pretty sensitive about that stuff, and like, I'm allowed to have an opinion, especially on my channel. But I just think that stuff's very interesting to talk about, because it's like, why would you willingly want to give yourself an excuse in life like that? Because a lot of people with ADHD, whether they think it or not, they make excuses for themselves all the time, bro. I know multiple people who do it, and it's just like, it's annoying, man. It's annoying, and it's not just annoying for people you talk to. It's annoying in the sense that, like, dude, you're causing yourself extra problems by even acknowledging that this thing might exist, even though it probably doesn't. But that's a little more radical to think that. Uh-oh. This map is so stupid, dude. Look at him with the fast sig. See, that shit is quick, bro. Like, that's the one example of it. If you hit that first frame, it's a good sig. If you whiff it, though, you're guaranteed to be punished because it lasts forever. But yeah, let's move on to a more positive note, though, because, you know, I have that morning run energy still in me, bro. Like, dude, the morning runs are OP. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I'm in the zone, I can, like, just free think, and I'm just running. Like, that effort makes you think better, bro. Like, your brain wants to escape it almost. Your brain wants to escape the amount of effort you're putting in. And I'm not saying I'm straight up sprinting those 3 miles or anything. Like, we're looking at like 9:30 pace, which if you run track or cross country, bro, you're scoffing at that shit. You're like, this kid is probably fat as hell and slow as shit. Not actually, but it's just like, it's not an impressive pace, but it's still enough effort to like, what's the word? Like, augment, you know, thought processes. Oh, that would have been so clutch. I almost got a second chase dodge. But I was thinking about this as well, man. A more positive note, like, people say, let's talk about the term realistic expectations, right? Because that often has negative connotation. People will tell you, like, if you have like a big dream, like, people say like, oh, you gotta set your expectations to be realistic because you don't want to be disappointed, right? Sure, man, whatever. But at the same time, the way I see it is like, you want to jump off stage? I didn't even have a dodge, you rookie. You didn't need to go for a dodge read. But the way I see it is like, your expectations can be high. You just gotta understand how to get there, right? Like, let's take this YouTube channel as an example, bro. I'm of the opinion that I can make this shit as big as I want it, but it depends how much I prioritize it, right? If I want it to be, I mean, the next Mr. Beast is a bit of a stretch, right? Because like, there are exceptions to this where it's like, yeah, you might not be Bill Gates. That's the point where like, I don't know, maybe there's a little bit of luck involved, or like it's so much effort that it's like, it's hard to get there without luck, I guess. Let's not talk about luck, man, because I hate luck, and we'll get there. But uh-oh. But what was I saying? Like, if you commit enough time to something, I'm of the opinion that you can get wherever the hell you want. But it's just a lot of times other things get in the way and you prioritize other things, which is perfectly fine, man. Because guess what? Like, this YouTube channel is not my life, man. I really enjoy making videos and stuff, and I've had that other YouTube channel for a while. But like, I set other things as priorities too, man. Like, I could just lock in and grind out videos on my other channel and I could probably push subs and stuff and get bigger because I already had like an established little audience there. But I'm bored of that channel, bro, to be honest. Like, this one's way more fun. So it's like, I'm shifting my priorities, right? But let's talk about the realistic expectations thing, so I'm kind of going off topic. If I want to grow this channel, I could lock in, and I want to grow this channel, so I'm locking in, and I'm uploading daily and stuff. And I enjoy it, and it's fun, and I want to make it a high priority because it's something I really want. I want this channel to grow. I'd love to be monetized and stuff because that means I can do this stuff, commit more time to it because other stuff like a job won't get in the way. But at the same time, this argument that like, I don't want to be locked inside all the time because I've experienced that with the other channel I have. And that's not fun, man, because I enjoy talking to people as well. So you see what I mean? Like, you set other things priorities because not everything in life is about like your career path and your like career goals. It's a big part of it, but like, you want to build relationships, you want to have friends, you want to know how to talk to people. Like, these are the things that some of the biggest people in the world have sacrificed, bro. Look at Elon Musk, bro. Like, that dude is lying about his video game stats when he's the richest man in the world. Like, very clearly that dude has prioritized other things over like he's self-conscious, man. Like, you're the richest person in the world and you're still self-conscious about your video game stats. Like, that's what I mean, man. And I don't know, I'm not gonna speak for Elon Musk or anything, but he just like, he's always trying to like seek approval from everyone else, you know what I mean? And I think that's just a good example of that. But I was going somewhere. All right, I got it. So like, this is another thing. So we got that, that's established, right? Like, I'm of the opinion that you could prioritize something. You could really get whatever the hell you want if you set it enough of an expectation, or you set it as big enough priority. And also, man, like, priorities isn't just about like important things like family and stuff. I've talked about this before. If you come home and you go on your phone for 3 hours and scroll on TikTok, bro, are you not setting that a bigger priority than building whatever career path you want? Like, think about that, man. If you want to start that business, bro, and you're still coming home and going on your phone for 3 hours, your priorities aren't necessarily straightened out. But here's the thing, at the same time, like, I go on my phone, I try to keep it in moderation. Sometimes I overstep boundaries on my phone, but like, you can go on your phone and it's fine. Like, not everything in life needs to be productive towards a goal, because it's about being happy, bro. And if something really makes you happy, if an hour of YouTube a day makes you happy, that's great. 2 hours makes you happy, that's great. But you get to a point where it's like, is 4 hours of YouTube really giving you back like positive happiness gains, you know what I mean? But let's move on to the topic of luck, right? Because I talked about this. A lot of people will attribute their successes and stuff. They'll attribute successes and failures to luck. And it's like, a lot of people who attribute their successes to luck are like, they're not trying to make other people feel bad. And I have a perfect example of this, by the way, which I'll get to. But we're all aware of the people who attribute their failures to luck, bro. It's called an external locus of control, right? That's like a psychology thing. You know, I took a few intro psych classes at the school I go to. And like, I just took those to talk about this stuff, to be honest, because like, recently it's just been my biggest interest. But yeah, we're all aware of the people who attribute their failures to luck, right? And it's just like, oh, like, I got unlucky. That's dumb. I think everyone can see why. If you attribute your like, you don't want to stress yourself out by like blaming yourself for everything, but like, if you attribute failures to like your own flaws, then you find places where you can improve, and like, there you go. You have a problem that needs to be solved. Get off TikTok and fix it, bro. Like, that type of thing. But like, there's also examples of people attributing the successes to luck, and I don't think that's really right, man, because sometimes maybe you did get lucky, but like, okay, wait. Like, sometimes you did get lucky, right? But like, Moist Critical is the perfect example of this, bro. Like, I enjoy that guy's videos. He's really funny, and he's a YouTube OG, man. He has over 4,000 videos on his channel, and I've seen multiple clips of him where like, people ask him how he got so big, and he's like, guys, I'm just a dude posting videos on YouTube, and I just got really lucky, and now I can do this as a career. No, bro. You uploaded 4,000 videos of basically the same formula. If you do anything 4,000 times in a row, like, you're gonna get way better at it. And that's what he did, and he's funny, bro, and people enjoy his stuff. And it's like, that's why you're the biggest. You didn't just get lucky, man. And like, maybe in an alternative universe, he wouldn't have been as big as he is now. Because obviously, like, 20 million subscribers or whatever he has, that's huge, man. But I think no matter what, if you do something, if you upload 4,000 videos on random shit, and like, it's always you, and you're talking, you're getting better at it, like, because there's no way he's not trying to get better at it. Like, I know he mostly does it as a hobby, I'm sure, at least when he started, but like, everyone wants to grow their channel, everyone wants to improve at these things, and you just can't, there's no universe where you don't become at least somewhat big of a YouTuber by after uploading 4,000 times, bro. So it's like, I think he should give himself more credit than he does. I also think it's funny when people shit talk people like Moist Critical who don't put any effort into their videos, but it's like, bro, you get after it for like 4,000 videos. Like, that's such a time commitment, bro. And I'm sure he made sacrifices to do that. I mean, he talks about how much of a goddamn loser he was in college and stuff, right? He's talked about that multiple times, and I can see why, bro, and it makes sense. But like, he strikes me as an intelligent person, bro, where like you can recognize your insecurities and your flaws of the past and learn from them, and still like, just because you're a loser in one area, like you're attributing your time somewhere, man. You're attributing your time somewhere. In 9th and 10th grade, I was a freaking loser, bro, because all I did was play Brawlhalla, right? That's where I attributed my time. Now I'm really good at this game, and that's probably not the most optimal way to spend my time, but look at me now, man. I'm putting it towards something I enjoy, because I do enjoy this game. And now I get to make videos and stuff, and just have fun, and I have like a chance at this. And my goal is like to upload every day for the rest of summer. And if that goes well and I enjoy it, which I'm enjoying it now, well then I'll do that during the school semester, right? And it's just like, I'm of the belief that you can really accomplish anything. Sorry, I wanted to hit him with something. You can really accomplish anything if you set it a big enough priority and you commit enough time to it, man, because it's bound to happen eventually. And you might not know, it's obviously not concrete when you will blow up or whatever. It's not just in the terms of internet too, like YouTube's a great example of it because it really does take dedication and stuff, and it's a skill building and stuff. But if you want to start a business and stuff, it's the same thing, man. It's the same exact thing. If you commit enough time to it, if you learn more about it, you're gonna see success, bro. All right, this is gonna be the last game, but I have one more thing I want to talk about. Like, of an example of like just that isn't YouTube and just building skills and getting better is like, I have this one friend. I'm sure we're all aware of that one friend who's like, will literally do anything to get money. Like, doesn't matter how hard it is, how hard or easy it is. Their goal in life is to be rich, bro. And that's not saying they don't have a moral compass or something. Some people don't, but my friend, I think, does have a moral compass, right? But he just locks in. He'll do landscaping. He's tried it all, bro. And he wants to be rich when he's older. And that's his goal in life. And like, he's dialed in and he's making clear progress. Like, he's stacking up bread. He wants to buy like real estate houses and stuff, and he like finds connections. He finds people he knows, his family, his friends of friends of friends know, who own real estate stuff, and he talks to them and stuff. So this kid is putting in effort and stuff, and I have full confidence that when he's older, he will be a millionaire. There's like zero doubt in my mind, because I just like see how hard he works, and I love surrounding myself with people like that. I love friends who do that, and it's just such a... Who doesn't want that around them, right? But it's not all positive though. Like, this kid's definitely made sacrifices and stuff to get there, and sacrifices aren't necessarily like absolutely horrible, like, oh, you're throwing your family under the bus to get there or some shit. But it's like, it's small things, like just not hanging out sometimes, not hanging out at night sometimes because you want to like continue your business and stuff, and like work more on stocks or whatever bullshit. I don't know anything about any of that stuff, but like, it's stuff like that, and you might be missing out on some things, but it's all about a balance and stuff. And it's not like this kid never hangs out or anything, and unfortunate, but it's not like this kid never has fun or anything, but he obviously makes his goals a priority, and I respect that, man. I respect that a lot. So just keep that in mind, guys. If you want to start that business or something, bro, get after it, dude. Like, there's so many examples of like people doing that. Like, this one artist I really like, his name's Wales, right? He does EDM stuff. Some of you might have heard, we'll play one of his songs right now. You guys have definitely heard this song. So yeah, that's Wales, bro. He makes fire music. Some of his stuff's mid, but a lot of his recent stuff has been completely fire. And this dude has posted on Reddit and stuff, like, he used to make websites and sell them online when he was like 13 to get money, and then he bought music equipment, and then bro is 16 dropping straight NCS classics, bro. Like, I have a lot of respect for that dude, but like, when I was 13, I was dicking around on Minecraft. And do I regret that necessarily? No. I mean, I love Minecraft. I talk about it all the time. I love the nostalgic memories of stuff, and I love the nostalgic memories of it and all that. And I love the memories I made with my friends playing it. But like, this dude set his priorities in a different direction, and he had that grinder mindset when he was young, and he made something awesome out of it. It's just like, if you shift your priorities to what you want, man, that's all it's about. I believe 100% that you can see success. And who doesn't want to have some confidence in their life, man? Like, stop attributing all your successes to luck, man. Stop attributing your failures to luck too. Sometimes there's drops. Sometimes you crash. All that shit, man. Damn, bro, I've been yapping for a long time, man. But tonight I'm gonna run up some Ragnar. I'm excited for that because one of my priorities is hitting Valhalla, man. And it's not like that matters at all, but I just want to. And it matters at all. Like, it matters to me, man. I think it'd be cool. I played this game for so long. It's about goddamn time. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you all next time. Peace.